They go for tier 3. Chipping away at it with Ace's sniper. I don't know if they can finish this one off. They're going to give it a good old college try, though. The catapults most certainly helped out by Sax attacking it up. And a split earth miss there. Arme off the mark. Immediately away, NIP take a tier 3. They go for shrines. 1 minute until fast spawn on Roshan. The map is awfully dark, quiet, scary for LGD.
Yeah, LGD they just don't have the chance to shove these waves right now. The Hex on the Leshrac that I was talking about earlier, it's important. This catch might make a difference though. Now they actually have a chance to stop Fata constantly dancing around you. Fata, which for now attacks the Crystal Maiden. They force the freezing field, which does nothing because he just activates the BKB, but they wasted a lot of time. That extra armor was quite useful actually for the Crystal Maiden, as they now, thanks to the Hex, almost kill off the Sand Hopefully Saksa, no, Sandstorm's gonna be some of the damage. Dust comes a bit too late, which means Saksa can get away, and LGD lose another member of their team. But it's harder and harder for NIP to get these kills now. So there's that, you know. The LGD is at least getting tankier. It won't do much, but you know, it's happening.
This Fata Ember Spirit is becoming incredibly difficult to handle, though. They are just unable to kill him. He is 12-0-12 right now. They do not have the lockdown to kill him. You know, a Scythe of Vice here, it helps on the Lesh, but he's got a BKB. It is not easy at all to lock down this Ember Spirit, and he is skirting the fight so beautifully, you know, playing from the trees, playing from the fog, even cutting past his opponents to stop any retreat path that they think they might have, knowing that they're walking back into slights, into chains. The mobility and the reach that Fata brings is pretty disgusting as well. This is all pre-Aghanim Scepter. You know, we've seen this Aghanim's Ember Spirit do ridiculous things. Fata's not even going for it, which frankly surprises me a little bit. Maybe he feels that, oh wait, hang on a second, there's the sight. Double force though, gets the sniper out of danger. Challenge front lining here for LGD. Yules up, send Arme skyward. They also do disengage. LGD with no stuns, no team fight, no catch, and not an amazing way to split push. Starting to feel a little bit awkward when they need to be posturing towards objectives and towards high ground. You know that this next Roshan again is going to be vital for LGD to not only contest but to take for themselves.
Okay, stopping Sax is important if they could just make this into a kill. Again, the problem, no catch. They go in with the Hex though. That's ideal. They could just kill off the sniper, get the hand on a Piggy, but no. They'll decide to go for Saxa because the force staffs are too much. Ace gets away again with his life, but this time at least they improve from last engagement, and they do get Saxa in the process. LGD, little by little, climbing that mountain. Let's hope this is the story of the turtle in the hair and not the myth of Sisyphus.
Man, the force staff from NIP, honestly, like Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift going on over here. Sniper just all over the place. Like, he gets pinged off to the right side, gets pinged down into the river. These force staffs, not only where they are directing him, but the speed at which they're doing it. Keeping that sniper away from the grasp of LGD. Really beautiful, beautiful defensive play from the ninjas.
I think it's the right choice to go for these force staffs. Not only the play, which is good, but in general, you notice that this Warlock with force staff, Darkseer with force staff, not heroes that particularly love these items, but they understand the importance of it on the sniper. 4 out of 5 heroes on NIP have a force staff of sorts. This team fight, by the way, is... I don't know if it's a team fight, because this smoke from low to high ground, it's happened a couple times for LGD. It's a very dangerous position. You're baiting with a Bristleback again, but NIP knows the story. They know Chalice is obviously being followed by 4 heroes in the smoke. And now they show their Medusa. So you have to be careful yet again. Perhaps the Roshan instead. They find the Lash. Oh no, Lash out of position. Fata, can they kill him? Amit gets healed back up. And they're hoping to stop the sniper yet again. Ace activates his own BKB, hoping to kill Amit now. But the golem stopping the Medusa here and attacking Ace. It's Ace is going forward, trying to stop Chalice from killing him, attacking the Medusa in the process. Chalice forcing him away, but now it's 3 against Chalice. and nothing can stop the sniper. The mobility is too high. LGD already lost Ame, and they might lose Chalice in the process as well. The burst strike is ready. They vacuum him from behind, and now with the wall of replica, he will go down. Ace though also gets forced up the wrong way, and he's gonna die in this engagement himself. As the Deuce loses their life for 100 seconds, the freezing field gets triggered, but they know there's a burst strike coming, and FY just gave his life for absolutely nothing. LGD almost got a good engagement out of that one. They finally killed Ace, but they lost the Deuce in the process. And they bought back on Ame, who's hoping to get a kill. This could be a dieback on this Slash Track. Why are you doing there all alone? Ame is the Bloodstone to heal back a bit of health. He also throws well to stop some of the damage, but it's not going to be enough. The vacuum stopping him. The rest of his team is just a bit too late. LGD, you need to help Ame a bit earlier. There's no catch left on your team. You guys are way too slow, and NIP can just get away scot-free from this skill.
There's no catch. Oh, FY? Nope. There is no catch. Absolutely nothing. Father, they're out of mana. Saxon, nothing left to give. 3-3, empty tank, but somehow they run away, get a Greaves pop, and Remnant back to safety. NIP could have lost so much more there, but you're right, like a dieback here from Ame's Leshrak. Way too deep without the rest of his team. Eons away from the rest of his squad as they were still fighting mid and figuring out where they were heading. Was it Roshan? Was it bottom lane? Do they push? Do they play towards the enemy base? And now Rosh is open for NIP. As we looked at that fight, Daedalus got grabbed up by the sniper before the fight began, and he forwent buyback for it. He was dead for 90 seconds there without buyback. If LGD had been able to, keep the Medusa alive a little bit longer, not die back on the Lesh, we could have seen a swing in momentum. But as it stands, NIP, they have everything back in their arsenal outside of the Chaotic Offering. They are ready in the Roche pit, and it is down to LGD once more to try and contest this action, but they have no Lesh, so they have no chance.
And with this, the Roshan will fall to NIP. Easy, as you mentioned, that Lesh really gave NIP so much room. And now LGD has to do another amazing high ground defense, but this time against an Aegis, this time against a Cheese. How do you plan on accomplishing this, honestly? What's your tools? Ame needs to do a crazy jump of like he's been doing until now?
No, your tools are go in.
Okay, yeah, that's how you win a team fight. Go in against the sniper, kill him first.
Yeah, just cast your spells, guys. Just go in. 5 seconds for the Lash to respawn. Ace is just plinking away at that tier 3 tower, little by little. Peep. Medusa, usually pretty good at holding high ground, not so good against the sniper, eh? They'll shift into that shrine. Easy objectives for NIP. And from this position now, we know how this plays out. You can cut across mid and top lane, play both of the lanes from this plateau area, control with the high ground vision. You can so beautifully place down. And you close the net, you really do herd your opponents like a herd of sheep back into their pen.
That's the plan right now for NIP, but if they find a scraggler, like for example Ame, who's trying to shove the lanes here, I think they can find him. Oh no!
Done! Ame's down! BKB there with the side device to dodge away, but they've got the right click punches with the also probably buys a little more time, but 3-3. Helps Fata out to get that beyond godlike streak rolling even further. 17-0-13 on your Fata Ember Spirit. Absolutely beautiful stuff coming out of NIP.
Second time. I mean, Ame has to go for these risky plays, obviously. I understand why his... Wow, that surge is ridiculous. I understand what his choice is, right? You have to shove the lanes, because otherwise your team is done. You cannot win this high ground defense. Now, what Chalice is doing maybe a bit more questionable. He has to... Oh, no, he has the BKB 2P. It's fine. It's just that LGD can't keep losing the Leshrak like this, though. You can't have your Leshrak dead for half the game. Did you see Fata zooming past half the map? Finding FY here. Up top. Another easy kill for him. Searing Chains ready in a second. FY will be able to survive one more slide of his Searing Chains. And that's 2 dead for 100 seconds. You're fighting with 3 versus 5. Ame's been dead this game longer than he's been alive.
It's a double damage.
What is your plan,
so you're fighting 3 versus like 7 or something, honestly. Double damage Daedalus, Mjolnir going. And your racks are falling. Barta's even pushed out top lane, so LGD, they're going to have to contend with not only mid lane Barrett's push, but top lane as well. Man, the Chen creeps don't stand a chance. They try to cast some spells, but they get demolished. X-Nova is also going the same way as they burrow in with the rock drops. They've caught the 2 LGD heroes they needed most. Chalice maybe forced to BKB on their way back to Fountain, but you are now 2 minutes without your Bristleback. And NIP, they are looking to tie up this series.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
LGD, nothing left to give.
I don't know what LGD can even do here. Even if their 5 heroes are alive, what is your plan on the team fight? But again, the running against the sniper was fine, but now he has an Aegis, so it's not even possible. You can only kill him once. There's no way you can kill him twice. Fata has been absolutely dominant. He finally has that ag in him, so this monster, there's no way you can pull this trick again, Ame. You just need to learn your lesson. Fata is going to sit this bad boy in his corner to think about what he's done. Ame, you need to TP, buddy. He's fighting Fata for now. There's no help for Fata. Okay, he lost his PKB. No more TP potential. Gets the Hex off. Ame playing with fire, but maybe not walking burn.
Oh my God,
Fata almost dead. Tabaki then gets the kill. No, it's Fata. He gets to the sleight of fist. And that's the GG. The last chance of Ame beating this Ember Spirit in a 1v1. But even that, they can't win. NIP takes this second game and evens out the series.
1-1. NIP taking game 2 there. Beautiful performance from Fata. LGD with
PSG LGD's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. PSG LGD's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. PSG LGD's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG LGD's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
10,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team picked.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG LGD.
Crystal Maiden.
Siempre me choco así y después aparezco moreteada.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG LGD.
Sack.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. PSG LGD's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
¿Cuál era el destino y de quién era la droga? Todavía no. ¿Pero qué es cuarto poder?
Noticia, pues.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. PSG LGD.
Bristleback!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Dusk!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG LGD.
Weaver.
'Radiant team banned.
Faithless Void.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG LGD's turn to ban.
Mira. Chico.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oye, tú tienes que amar a esta niña eructo. De eso se trata.
'PSG LGD's turn to pick.
Lo de Mujico, quiero cenar esa.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Póngase la frente.
Radiant team pick.
Axe.
Ah, y esto no lo hace, te van a querer seguir. ¿Qué? Agua.
10 seconds remaining.
Para freír el cerviz. Poco de agua.
5 seconds remaining.
Dragon Knight.
Choose your hero.
Mami, ven. Más. Más. Un hijito tuyo. Va a ser tanto. En México.
Ayer hemos ganado 3-0 a
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
El volei de hombre profesional es muy agresivo.
no hay en Perú volei de profesional. No practicamos. Los miedos no me mataron.
Get ourselves into the laning phase. Find out what we're dealing with, shall we? Last game of the group stage.
Exciting.
Take you through it.
Are we gonna get the full EU upper bracket? Or will NIP drop to the bottom to show that they are the weakest out of the EU brethren?
That now. LGD, the Chinese squad, Chalice with double stout shield. Heading down to bottom, ready to punch some creeps. FY Orb of Venom. Looks like they want to play pretty aggressively, cutting wave and hunting the Maiden. Of course, you can't stack, pull, or manipulate the creep wave and leave that Weaver under tower to farm. Lane is going to be your DK against Lesh. Both of them looking for any sneaky ward placement coming out of one another. Then Earthshaker with Bristle, matching up against a Void and a Chen. That's going to be a real interesting lane. You know, Bristleback against Void, unable to get rid of the Quill Spray stacked, can mitigate some of the damage with Time Walk, but 24-second cooldown, scaling down to 6, of course, at level 4. Pretty long early levels. Bristleback is pretty good at chasing these heroes down, keeping that damage going.
Yeah. I wonder what the play here is going to be for NIP. They play the Bristleback in two forms. Either complete farming early, try to get an early level 2-3, and then start being aggressive. The Nasal Goo. Is there a fight already down bottom? Okay.
There is already. Chalice was banging his drum with his bare fist. Fisher comes out.
Oh.
Chalice just about wanders up the staircase and back to safety. So 2 for 2 bounty rune exchange across the map.
Right. So going back to the point is the Bristleback for 3-3 gets paid essentially in two different ways. Either the farming role waiting to level 3 to be aggressive, or level 2, level 3, or a more aggressive role right from the start, knowing that you're up against a melee core and a support that can barely do anything against you. However, Ame goes for a time lock and kind of flips the script here, because with level 1 time lock, this Bristleback has to be much more careful. Void can actually pack a punch.
Oh man, look at him go! Does get some Quill Sprays out, and now Ame's the one in trouble.
Oh no, Ame.
Stick charge is up his sleeve, but the Quill Spray stacks are too powerful. They are strong, the salve is there, it comes out, but it's not going to be good enough. Surely, NIP have his number. Ame through the trees, he'll die. Brought to his knees by the Bristleback of 3-3. Goes for that aggressive play, misses out on a full creep wave, and also gets taken down.
I don't mind the time lock build that he decided to go for, to be honest. And actually, thank God for the Chen. Has a Divine Favor level 1, so you can still bring it back to lane. But the fact that he decided to play so aggressively so early is just kind of dangerous. Because you let the Quill Spray stack upon you. You have no way to essentially disengage. You don't have boots either early, which would be great to disengage against the Bristleback. You put yourself in a bad position unnecessarily, where you already had superior attack damage in the lane anyway.
Yeah, you've done your damage to the Bristle, you stuck around, 2 hits, too long. Pay the price. Bottom lane, it looks like Axe, dragging creeps back. Nothing amazing happening over there. Mid lane, we see the Earthshaker rotating in. Looking for an angle to catch, maybe. Been doing just yet. Bottom lane, seemingly boring. Top lane, not so boring. 3-3 with the help of the Fisher there. Catches X-Nova. Bristleback in on for another target, another kill, and 2 for nothing. 3-3's Bristleback off to a cracking start. Already has a bottle. Tons of regen purchased up. Won't be losing too much gold here. None, in fact, as he buys out all of his unreliable. Will respawn in a few seconds and returns to lane. Full HP, full mana with bottle in hand.
Okay, I like that play there by the Bristle. I think that's the way they like to play 3-3 sometimes, just kind of aggressively, hope to get that kill. Not necessarily going for the Chen, I think they were going for the double creep, or the single creep wave with Jungle Camp as well, but he got both at the same time, so 3-3 quite happy with how that turned out. Early bottle as well, ensuring that you have an easier lane time. And the bottom lane, the action is starting as FY being harassed, Weaver gets the kill. That's a level 3 swarm, as opposed to going for 2 points to Shikuchi early, guaranteeing that the Weaver has some killing potential.
Chalice does stay alive with the creep wave in tow, but this Saxa Earthshaker already causing problems for LGD. Rotates from top to mid to bot, and even if he doesn't find kills, you can see the way that maybe he's playing. He's tentative, he's not comfortable in this laning stage just because Earthshaker's lurking. He's hunting. Ame finds a kill top. My bad. Too focused on the Saxa rotations.
It's alright.
It was FY's rotation top that does gather it up. Chalice being chased though. Saxer, level 2, so doesn't have that point in the passive just yet. No aftershock to really kind of activate or get activated by the enchant totem. Try and do some chip damage here to Chalice. Make sure they hold a stun for that TP out. Fisher should be that stun, or maybe not. Chalice is turning around and fighting the big red man, punching into the Earthshaker. Still being battered by PPD with that little Nova coming out.
Even if he does force the Earthshaker away there, Chalice does lose the creeps he was going for. So a good steal there by PPD with the Crystal Nova, with the Centaur especially. He is, however, beating the Bristleback in terms of farm. Now punches the Weaver's face. Ace the target. Do they have any way to get vision of him? No. Way too fast anyway. They're going to let the Weaver go. But they are rotating. Are they considering maybe only level 5 and already thinking of going down bottom?
He wanted the action rune, sorry. Arcane rune got picked up by Maiden. So that empty bottle now for the Lesh. A little bit awkward for him. 3-2 in this early laning stage. NIP really are setting their mark this game. Ace pretty low on HP though, has to be wary of the spins of Chalice coming through. He can eat a tree. He's given a tango by his buddy.
But yeah, he's okay for now. It's difficult to finalize the kill on this Weaver for now. Top lane, we're seeing a bit more action from 3-3, who's starting to be aggressive against the creeps. They're actually committing a lot just to stop some of the Chen creeps getting those bounty runes. The first engagement down bottom as well. PPD stuck in the Berserker's call. He's gonna die himself. Chalice immediately TPs, knowing that Ace cannot quite kill him. Instead, Ace switches objectives, goes for FY, but loses the swarm, which means they can't kill either of them. FY. Why did you not wait for your buddy there, Chalice? He was just getting to the shrine. Unfortunate.
Oh, did he
FY has to go all the way back home.
Oh, yikes. That's unfortunate.
Your support, man. You don't get a right to live and get HP. Ooh, nice Fissure mid though. Look at that. Maybe stuck against 3. Fought to even level the Dragon Tail, and poor Maybe is dead.
You get good grab, good rotation. PPD and Sax are both there, as they also get the Dragon form out from the Dragon Knight. Pressure that tier 1 a touch. They still keep Saxa in the mid lane. This time though scouted by X-Nova. He's brought observers. He has the vision. FY getting into the position. Wants to maybe make a play on Fata here, but it's difficult with these two supports lurking in the vicinity. Tried to trap the Maiden just below the ramp with the shards. Unable to get the job done perfectly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This does mean the top lane left completely alone, Bristleback versus Void in a 1v1, as Chalice chased, down by Ace. PPD off to the right-hand side, snowballed upon, and they've got FY here with that tag team to beat down into the Crystal Maiden. PPD is a goner, but Sax has actually arrived right on time with the Aftershock enchant into the Fissure combo. They lock Chalice in place for Ace to get take down on the big red boy.
This is the classic PPD play. Sacrifice your life for a better kill. You know what value means. You take out your calculator, and turns out you get the better trade there. So Chalice losing his life, especially the fact that he's an axe, is quite major, right? Because you usually want to snowball with this hero, get an early Vanguard. He is going to have an okay timing for Vanguard around minute 8 or so. Well, 7:30, 8. But still not the perfect timing you'd expect on an axe. And still going to be lagging behind for that Blink Dagger. Similarly, Ame, because of his build, very defensive with maxing Time Walk first, is not going to be able to get too many chrono kills early. At least not on the tankier heroes in the NIP team.
They are protecting Fata with everything they've got. FY's Tusk, the only one really showing in that mid lane, and they've gone from protecting Fata to playing aggressively on Tusk, which opens up an attempt here with the chrono and the arrival of Maybe to look towards this Fata DK. He's a tanky boy though, halfway through his HP as he turns to fight, but he's finally brought down. Arrival from Ace's Weaver here, low HP with 13 wand up his sleeve, can turn and battle. That split Earth off the mark and not catching Saxa, leaving them with 1 kill to their name off the back of the team fight. First chrono of the game. It comes out, but you can see how hard it is for LGD to dish damage out towards heroes like DK, Bristleback, even Weaver to a large extent. It's going to be tanky this game.
Yeah, it's what I mentioned. You know, you have 1 point in time walk. Your damage is still quite lacking. It's not like more points would make much of a difference against a DK, but you're relying essentially as your on the void as an initiator, as the chrono initiator, not so much as a damage dealer just yet. But the movement there from the Chen, from X-Nova, quite important there, managing to keep the stun up and ensuring the kill on the DK. However, as a trade, NIP will now take this tier 1.
Dire's middle tower
They do lose the DK down in the mid lane, but at least they take a tier 1 for it. So it's not that bad. LGD now in the top lane. Ame could be in trouble. There is a rotation here from the DK. He has a Dragon Tail. They're hoping to taunt out a Time Walk. Nice job. Timelation comes out. Can they still kill him off? Timelation stopping the cool spray stacks, but Ame just barely getting the Time Walk away to the trees. As in the middle lane, they're closing in onto 3. At least Tuts is considering this. There goes a Snowball. Now the Battle Hunger onto PPT, the easiest target out of the 3. Go for the easiest of kills. Happily go home afterwards.
The 8-1 charges that Ame has.
is under attack.
Toggle those treads to Agi, pop the ones, time walk away to safety. Really nicely done to get away from that play. 3-3 forces the time walk to begin with, allowing, Fata to backstab with that Dragon Tail. LGD on the offensive now, though, actually making a play towards their top lane where the tier 1 used to be. The call doesn't quite connect with 3-3, and now Ame realizing that this is not a fight or a place he wants to be in. Fata, he's got the Breathe Fire across the two of them. Sakta does die back in the dire jungle, I believe, but it's Ace we're going to watch dancing forward. Chalice and Ame, but no commitment. Yet again, NIP very tentative, defensive with their aggression. The rest of LGD is coming in. They want to force a fight fully around this with a catch of the Ace, and they force the time-lapse back. He's already expended that ulti, but he gets away from the call. The stuns arriving just in time. And Chrono, beautiful from Ame onto the 3 of them, and they open up with maybe now. Able to get the damage onto that Weaver. Dead for 20 seconds. 3-3 might be the next target. They've time-lapsed up. PPD, or dilated up even, on its Crystal Maiden. Nowhere to run. Stuck by the side shot. Brought down by Chalice.
Wow, that was a really well-placed chrono there by Ame. Ensuring that you catch 3, 1 as well, half outside, so you can actually get the melee hits in as well. And they managed to get the kill on the Weaver, which is the most important one they were looking for there. Also, very nice taunt there by the Chen, forcing the time-lapse early so they could actually dust the Weaver, and they had no chance of dispelling it with a time-lapse. Well played there, LGD. Those kind of team fights are the kind of the executions that you expect from a team that's playing this harder draft. You need really good execution with this Void. You need really good execution with this Leshrac. But if you manage to get it off, the results are glorious. And here they showed it off. Ame, next item being the Maelstrom, so he can farm a bit quicker and also has more damage than that Chrono. And as he builds up damage, he'll stop relying so much on teammates' damage in the Chrono and be able to get solo kills himself.
Most certainly will. And we're also looking at a pretty good timing on Chalice's Blink Dagger. 300 gold away, and that will offer them further initiation, but also that dogpile effect. If Axe blinks in, gets a call on the Weaver, on the Bristleback, whoever it may be, the natural reaction for NIP is to, respond, to try and save that target that's been blinked and called. But that sucks people in for a big Chrono of Ame, potentially. That's going to be what we look towards in the coming fights, is that back and forth, the play between the Axe and the Void. Chalice down to half HP top. Medallion from Ace, but a snowball save. FY comes in to try and keep this Axe alive. The TP is coming through from the Void. Maybe it's cleared up Sakta elsewhere yet again, finding that backline fight. Stomp on the DK, but we've got the Bristleback chasing FY. Oh, you tough boy, you are sad now, huh? 3-3's Bristle closes that one out, and maybe could go for X-Nova at this point. He's only got 2 breakers and arcane boots, but apparently he's taking on the world. 3-3 sent skywards. Here's maybe with the chain stuns and the magic damage, pummeling him into the ground. A mega kill streak for your Lesh will be secured for LGD.
If you notice there, that team fight, obviously your camera didn't catch as you were elsewhere, but the Ame, the Void, just chased after the Weaver for quite a while, forcing him out of the team fight. Was forced to use the Mask of Madness defensively, and unfortunately that is what stopped him from completing that kill. Very good, sorry, not Ame, Ace. Very good team fight there, positioning by Ame, ensuring that Ace has to get out of the team fight, can't really help your Bristleback. You put the Bristleback in a precarious position where he has to just take the blunt of the damage so that they don't go on the Weaver themselves and can't kill your carry. And because of that, LGD gets another nice kill in the team fight. Well played there though by the Void. And now Chrono, the solo kill we're talking about, PPD.
I didn't think he would. That's a 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah, but it's early, right? You know, it's a Virtus Pro style. Well, you have your ultimate, use it. Otherwise, it's being wasted. It's full efficiency.
Sure. Just cast your spells.
Just cast your spells whenever they're off cooldown. I mean, I'm not joking. Some teams really there's a big change in philosophy, or I guess split in philosophy about when to cast your ultimate. Some teams, especially in the early game, will cast their ultimates to kill whatever. As long as they can get the kill, it's valuable.
They're going on Bristleback, they've got the kill. It was all a bait. That's why he's Chrono the Maiden. He's Chrono the Maiden to say, hey, NIP, I've used my Chronosphere, by the way. They send a hero top feeling pretty damn safe, but FY there with the 4 points in tag team. The 4 points in time lock, and that Mask of Madness going wild. Bristleback, he doesn't like to be hit by time delay. This
Honestly, the 6-second duration is already enough to completely stop the Bristleback from being effective in a team fight. It's massive. And will it take a tier 2 down bottom? There's a rotation here for the Bristleback. This could be dangerous. Axe catches the Berserker's Call. This poor Bristleback against 4. They double stun him. Yep. He's just facing his own death. Goodbye 3-3. And they're considering going further for this tier 2, but still don't know where the rest of the team is. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Void together with the Stusk, going for Saksa. Tag team plus Walrus Punch is good enough to get the kill. There's team fights going all over the map as PPD also in a bad position. They battle hunger him. They have a blink in 5 seconds. PPD going to the Roshan pit, trying to use that Roshan as a denial. They don't let him with a Yule Scepter. Even Ice Shards the Weaver, so he can't get back home. Wow, LGD splitting around and getting all the kills they want.
Yeah, a play down bot, a play in their jungle, a chase towards that top lane. Everywhere you look, LGD causing chaos. This blink dagger on the axe. Beautiful reveal. Splitting NIP in 3 ways pretty much. As this Chen is able to drag people from lane to lane. You know, you see him bottom now. He's setting up with creeps. They know the Dragon Knight is alone down here. So all they need is a Tusk to hit Ice Shards and snowball in. Not quite getting part A right. Vater's TV's on Steed.
No. Oh.
But they're not going to find him. Or are they? ABFY could into the trees. Vater's safe.
Wait, oh. Did you miss the attempt top where they were going for the Weaver?
Oh yeah, I miss everything, dude.
Okay. Why do I even bother asking? They tried to go for the Weaver. They got a nice Berserker's Call, but Ame, even after 4 or 5 hits, did not get a single time block, which was unfortunate. They could have totally just killed Ace in a single Berserker's Call.
And Chrono's back up, hey? It's
yeah.
Time for LGD to go make plays.
Full efficiency, man. It's just use it whenever you can. Get those kills. It'll be back up eventually. That's how time works. It's linear.
Full efficiency. NIP defending bottom, Radiant tier 2. Blink call. Captures Weaver. Challenge here with a chain stuns from maybe X-Nova. Can you pump the damage forward? Ace gets away barely with a Shikuchi. Now turns to look to fight with a Hand of God there to keep everyone safe and sound with a Blink Echo from Saksa. Not a Blink, just a walk in an Echo. Ignore me, I'm dumb. But they'll turn with a Yule. And maybe's there with that Pulse Nova. Shredding 3-3. But he's surviving ever so barely. Snowball in will connect to his punch. Punch is tanky enough. They can't punch forward. Fast is there to defend and bodyguard him back. But a Chrono lands. And this Arme Void wants blood. He takes it in the water and he gets the Weaver. Chalice again with a Blink call. Onto 2. Urshik has gone. Jumped into the ground and Arme wants 3-3. Bashes to the back and a double kill for your Void means NIP are down 3. 2 remain and they might just lose their lives. This may be Lesh shredding the Dragon Knight. Didn't stand a bloody chance in a tier 2. He's going the same way. Ceases to exist.
Fantastic there, LGD. I think... Oh, is the Void still chasing? Yeah, PPD has no chance. Ame chases him right into the face. How are you supposed to go against that? There's the you know what's cooking lines. Okay, popular in the Eastern circles. LGD plays that so well. You have the Chrono as your big teamfight spell, sure, but a much lower cooldown, still very effective teamfight spell in Berserker's Call. Allows you to take teamfights constantly without depending so much on the Chrono. You always have that stun. Meanwhile, Leshrac putting out the magical damage while Void puts actually, both of them are kind of mixed damage carries, as both Time Lock and the Maelstrom are magical damage from the Void. So, thanks to that, LGD is able to just completely stop NIP. They don't know what to do. They're constantly being caught out. The Weaver just doesn't have a chance to even breathe in this teamfight. fight. Noah's positioning with those centaurs has been magnificent, almost always getting the chain stun. Very well played, LGD, honestly. It's like we're seeing a different team this time.
Yeah, it's crazy how synchronized they are. I was so sure that Earthshaker, 18 minutes in, Saxa, you know, he's close to Blink, doesn't quite have it just yet. If he'd had that ability to counter-engage into LGD, would have been beautiful. Void wants to set up top. Doesn't have Chrono for 25. Saxa, Blink Dagger now 150 gold away. Ame makes his move. But that time walk forward, he pops the Dilation out, but he's being stunned up. There's the Dragon Tail in, the Snowball coming to save him up, but it's not in time. FY, ever so barely, misses out on that attempt to save the Void, and with 4 heroes, 5 from NIP in the vicinity, they find 2 quick and easy kills, which they can convert into Roshan potentially.
Let's see if they will, because LGD, 30 seconds till Void comes back. I mean, is that enough time for them to take the Roshan with the Versal back? It seems like it. It is utility. They have a Solar Crest on the Weaver as well to add to that Roshan taking potential.
The Blade Mail! Oh my god! It's doing so much damage, but it's not enough. He's being taken down. Freezing Field is there from PPD. And Ace will herd him back quickly. Maybe needs to use him up. Weaver sent into the air with a splitter. There he's brought back down with a thud.
Chalice.
A Chalice is still up and running somehow. He's away. He's safe. Oh, he's home safe and sound. X-Nova might not be so lucky though, as he is chased down by Ace. Weaver will find the kill in the back line, but Weaver and Axe both survive. Roshan also survives. Void is now alive, so LGD have defended Roshan perfectly.
Are scanning.
I mean, I don't know if that was defense as much as just delaying the time, and now they even catch a DK in the mid lane. Where's his team? Nobody's near Fata, which means Fata is just dead to the Slash Strike's magical damage. Destroyed by PSG LGD, and that's a much more important kill than X-Nova's Chen, and you even got to defend the Roshan in the process. LGD is just dancing circles around NIP, who's starting to lose it a bit. That positioning there, or the choice of Fata to just go to the middle lane while his team was away, was not the best one.
So that play there is like a pretty common one, where especially in the mid lane when you're having a standoff around Roshan, you pretend like you have 4 heroes behind you, because most often you do. 99% of the time you have 4 heroes there nearby as the DK, you know, kind of where Ace and PPD are right now. You expect the Radiant to be holding that high ground. LGD took the chance that he was alone, and it just so happened to be right. I think LGD make that surprise play. They call the bluff of Fata and that DK mid, and it works out beautifully for them. So I don't think it's like the wrong play by Fata, it's just him playing as he normally does, and LGD that one step ahead.
Okay, that's a very good point. Thank you, Gareth, for the insight. As LGD does get that kill, though, it doesn't matter too much because they don't end up transforming into any objectives, but it does give them a bit more breathing room to complete that BKB on the Void. Something that, as we were talking earlier, is the kind of item that can really turn team fights around. Once you see this BKB on the Void, what do you do against him? Nothing. Like, he's gone once he gets that BKB off.
Surely is. Fata also wants to be God. BKB queued up. Nearly complete for the Dragon Knight, in fact. Too far away, about 800 or so. LGD making a move, though. Dust for Chalice here. They want to find the Weaver. Void showing on lane. Chrono ready. If they can find a fight near this tier 3 bottom, it's a high ground attempt for them, no doubt about it. Level 4 Edict already up for maybe, of course. That tower push is going to be there. Sat back in the pocket for now, this Lesh. Low mana, TP's home, in fact, to regen back up. But has the boots of travel to rejoin the fight, and the Chen, of course, to drag him across the map.
Okay. And now LGD, it's time for them to start playing. Well, just to start to farm and hope for a bad initiation by an AP. Completely surprise them with BKB pickups. However, this initiation might be good. They go for the Axe. He's quite tanky. We saw it this last team fight. Flame Mill activated. They can't quite keep hitting him. The Split Earth catches him. And the Dragon Knight stuck in the Chrono. Very good zone on Chrono. The choke point. Can they kill the DK in time? Though Fata survives this whole Chrono. They need a bit more damage. Boys, let's get the last time lock simulation used. Oh, the Berserker's gone to 3. That stops the DK and guarantees that at least Fata goes down. And the team fight for now is good, and that will continue to harass him. There's the Echo Slam only into the creeps, just to give this poor Earthshaker some space, and they divide the team fight right now as they go for the bristleback, turn him around with a Berserker's Call, and finish him off with Void's damage. Meanwhile, the creeps still going forward. The travel boots on the Leshrac to ensure they can get another one of these kills, but they're only going to find the Crystal Maiden, a simple support, but at least an extra kill in this engagement. 3-0 for LGD. Actually 4 as they find Saxon still in the back line.
Ace, the only one left standing. The ability here for LGD just to chain kill after kill. Chalice Axe has been spectacular. Blink calling. Number of people. Another like 3-man blink calls. Pretty much every single fight at the very least. Always knows where these choke points are to land them beautifully. And into Roshan they go. Respawn time on NIP, not too bad here, but it looks like they'll be too late. FY going to block them out with some shards. Aegis about to be claimed up by Arme. 3-3 wandering in towards the pit. He's made his move and he's going to have to sleep in the bed he's made right now. Does get blocked up by the Ogre as he chases Chalice. Axe is down on the low ground. Kind of trapped here. Arme turning, forcing himself to fight into Father as the snowball drags Chalice out of danger. I can't believe he's done that.
Tips. Yeah. That deserves a tip. That was fantastic. Well, after that, the NIP, they don't have much of a will to fight. They even catch the Weaver Split Earth. Not gonna miss. They have vision of him. Can they kill him in time? Ace, they keep him stunned. Ooh, he's the time left second, but they still catch him with a Berserker's Call. Forcing with a Blade Mail. They can kill us a second time. Come on, they get it. LGD finish off this little insect, and now they have to face PPD's Freezing Field just to zone them out. The Ice Shards to give some vision, stop Saxa from running away, but they can't quite catch him in time. So he's TPing to safety.
So close, LGD. They're finding some bonus kills there. And throughout all of this, Arme has shoved top tier 1, still has Chrono ready to go for this next fight.
Radiant's top tower has
Fata
fallen.
finally gets his BKB delivered. Blink Dagger is here for
is that going to make a difference?
I honestly don't know. He's being punched to death by the Void.
Yeah.
But you did
usually,
say, you know, Time Lock and Maelstrom, magic damage. Void is relying pretty heavily on that. They've got to catch mid onto PPD. Axe dunk down on the Maiden. 3-3's Bristleback can do nothing but wait and watch as the Chrono chop onto Earthshaker. Arme. Oh, the time lapse. Axe step to there. Saves Saxa thanks to Ace, but Arme's not done just yet. Keeps moving on forward, aggressively playing in towards these NIP heroes. Might have overstepped his bounds a little bit now though as he gets stunned up, but they've got maybe in the back dealing with Ace, and a time walk away will get the Void out of harm's reach.
Well, that Scepter that's a great choice actually. Against the Chrono is a really fantastic choice. If you notice as well, LGD is concentrating those Chronos on the DK. We were just mentioning this, right? BKB might not be so effective because the Chronos, it's just Chrono DK and pummel him to death. But if you manage to time-lapse him, that's it. That's how you win the team fight. So it's actually an interesting idea by Ace. And he's going full utility. They might kill the Void here. Can he time walk in time? Even with the healing from the Chen, not good enough. Now he has a time walk. They can still stun him though. Have an Echo Sun ready. Man, gets a time dilation at the very least. Echo Sun commits to this. They have a Dragon's Heal, chain stun him perfectly. And Ame will die. This is a classic Ame play. I am winning so much, I think I'm God. Oh, wait, I'm not.
Whoopsie, my BKB's on cooldown. Accidentally. Gives away a life there. Good move by NIP though. Feeling it out and realizing that this is the way LGD play. They have one hero splitting out a side lane, and they rely on that Chen to bring them back down to a fight that's meant to happen bottom, but it's Leshrac who's overstepped now. Challenge plays in the try and save the day with the blade mail there. They will play forward, and that's why catching. Saxa's gone, and a snowball back into the midst of it all. A two-man split. Earth connected. Weaver's dead. Oh, LGD don't even bloody need their faceless Void. This maybe Leshrac is destroying people, but FY's Tusk is god tier.
Gonna find the tower here in this bottom lane. Tier 3 destroyed. Go for the melee racks. LGD. How do you stop them right now? The zoo is banging at your door. They have their bulk edict ready again, and those racks will fall. They might consider a tier 3 as well in the process.
They're going for mid lane. They've taken full lane bot. shift it into fifth gear, and away we go. LGD, with another edict, may just be able to take this second melee barracks. Fata trying to deal with them as best he can. LGD giving up for now. They've been fissured. They're still committing though. Maybe wants this building so badly. He'll get it, and now retreat time. Bail away, LGD. Give away this X-Nova, just walk back into them. No? They're not chasing. NIP is so afraid.
They can't. I mean, this time, it's similar to last time where you're kind of lacking the mobility and potential to actually catch one of the LGD heroes. This time you do have the catch as opposed to LGD's last game, but your mobility is just not sufficient to stop something like a Void or even a Leshrac, because they can counter-initiate easily. Chalice has been fantastic with those Berserker's calls as well. And, oh, Chalice?
Hey. Getting spooky up in here. Chalice, fully spotted by that nice little obs ward PPD put down. NIP just clearing out mid-wave. They know they need to deal with bot and mid, but they need desperately to take this team fight to guard their top tier 2. They're shoving all the way down mid lane. They're going to try and force LGD to back away from objectives to try and take the fight on their terms.
See if they can take the tier 2 up top so they can actually threaten the Mega Creeps next time they go. I mean, they only have a range Rex in the middle lane, so they might just keep this push going and actually force the guys at NIP to move back. Can NIP even take a good team fight here? They're going to be forced to. They're waiting for the potential TPs, perhaps a Berserker's call. The Chrono's ready as well.
If NIP were hoping for LGD to fall for that trap, they've got another
celebratory fireworks for LGD. You can hear them.
They do finally back up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Waiting for those bounty runes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Weaver is down here. Got the swarm onto the Lesh, it looked like, but no commitment from NIP. They're so tentative. They see these heroes that theoretically they could jump on, but they're always afraid that the numbers advantage is there for LGD just because this Chen, with the backup he brings, lurking in the shadows somewhere, ready to strike. Oh, speaking of, Shadowblade for FY's Tusk now. Even more ability to stab that backline, find the Crystal Maiden, hunt for the Earthshaker to stop the Blink Echo is going to be super, super important for LGD. Because Saxa is the big way back into the game for NIP. Blink Call will catch. PPD found by Chalice. There's the axe from Weaver, but the Void goes in with a 3-man Chrono, and he's got every target he needs. Earthshaker, he's trapped. Ace is dead for 60 seconds. Saxa's a goner with no Blink Echo. NIP don't stand a chance. A buyback from Maiden, I don't think it's going to do too much. They'll get 3 heroes, 4 in quick succession, and GG is called. LGD take the series 2-1 over NIP.
They get the revenge scares. They manage to make it to the upper bracket, force NIP down to lower, which means EU will not have the last laugh here. LGD super happy about this well-deserved victory. They seem to be a completely new team in this last match. They absolutely dominated. The Void pick was the right choice. Congratulations to them.
And FY said leave PPD to me.
Us, so hope they enjoy some better cat.
Guardaballa catarí. Walter Samuel, no huevone viejo. Está pasando Perú. Hola. Pasó. Ahí está, mira, menos 2. Pero.
Chile, Uruguay, pegó contra Perú.
No, van a ser Uruguay. No, Chile. No, vale.
Uruguay.
Porque Uruguay.
Claro, Chile nos va a sacar la mierda, weón.
Y digan, ustedes son así.
A rivales.
Bueno, rivales. Que le ganen el
Mira, Juan Messi.
Agarra, Juan Juego, ¿qué pasó? 10, también el 10.
Ayer estábamos jodiendo ahí
¿Qué pasó?
ahí en el local. A todos los que pasaban, ¿qué pasa? A todos. Y viene
A los vigilantes, los vigilantes. Los vigilantes son caraqueños.
y vino. Son caraqueños. Y vino un.
La de la tienda de Cali también es caraqueña. Y el marido también.
Vino un asaltante promediano, pues. Y Diana dice, ¿qué pasó? El viejito estaba con sus 2 muletas al costado.
Era malazo.
Eso me asaltó. No.
Ah.
Prestamista, pues.
Ah, ya.
Y Diana le dice, ¿qué pasó? ¿Un asalto?
Uy, le hice eso y yo. No sé, me maté de la risa yo por dentro porque no me podía reír.
Pobrecito.
Pobrecito señor.
¿Quién pecó el caso?
Así no es. Así no es. Vamos, vamos, que empiece la otra. Virtus contra Alianza.
Ese bar también es una vaina, loca.
Pero que está bien, mi amor. Evita.
Uy, ñoñoñoy.
¿Qué pasó aquí? No, oye, ¿de qué está jugando? Metra.
La patada le salió, pero.
Huevón es mala. Dígame, estos tipos que vean mal los
Oye, con
hinchas.
toda la plata que tienen, uno de de comer, tiene puro hueso, weón.
No, marico, tienen que ser cuido, con ensaladita.
No, muy flaquita, de 50, ¿no? 60.
Él es más gordo.
Mira,
Pero de ese jodido corretear toda esa cancha. ¿No? Tener buen físico.
Ah, pero ¿qué? Esos entrenamientos, los entrenamientos son peores. La gente los vomitan. Sobre todo cuando eres joven.
ay, ñañay. Ay, ñañay.
Oye, deja de comer caramelo tú también.
Es herencia.
¿Qué cosa?
Coño.
Acá está Messi.
En el medio, weón. Messi quiere entrar hasta el arco, weón, con la pelota, está atado. Yo que Messi agarra la pelota y va corriendo. Para adentro. Y entra ahí, ¿qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó todo, mamapoto? ¿De qué esta mierda? Mierda, plancha, viejo. ¿No fue plancha?
No. Pues Gloria tenía el pie abajo.
Pa' penal.
Pena.
Yo creo que sí fue penal por la mano, weón. y viste
Y
cómo
eso
era
no se ha
antes.
arreglado.
Se arregló que jode, pues antes tenía los dientes, no,
Torcidos.
Ah, sí,
las petas
¿verdad?
abiertas.
Todas las petas.
Todas las petas estaban abiertas. El centro comercial estaba abierto y todo. Era medio mirón,
No, lo que increíble es que las ojeras las desaparecieron, weón. Entonces te dice que te sacan esto, pues, el bolso este.
Claro.
todo, marico, eso con plata.
Sí, estaba viendo su video, su reconstrucción de Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho también tenía una bocota, ¿te acuerdas? ¿Cómo lo hicieron, guapo?
Le quitaron ese poco, pues bueno, tenía más dientes que una pele de perro. No, bueno, era demasiado. Ajá, va a entrar Dybala.
Messi.
No creo. Tal vez sí.
Delantero.
Ese es otro jugadorzazo que...
Compadre, qué bruto.
Otro jugador que no sé qué coño hace en la banca, marico. ¿De Chico?
¿Quién está?
Lautaro. Uy. Messi, lo bueno de eso, lo malo, bueno, lo bueno de él es que cuando hace una cagada, después la limpia con golas. La mayoría de las veces en Barcelona. Vamos a ver si aquí hace algo así. La otra vez se comió un penal
Sí, weón.
y metió hat-trick después. Le mete. Harak. Al Harak. Mira, mira, mira. Bueno, lo hizo con...
Hola.
Todo el entusiasmo del mundo.
Son árabes, creo.
Tipo árabe, vamos. Qatar, pues, es la parte rica de Arabia. Y ahí mismo está, ¿cómo se llama? El país es ¿cómo se llama?
Dubái.
Dubái. Dubái.
A las islas de Dubái. No, pues. ¿Por qué se
Quiere que le dé a
emociona?
Messi, weón.
Entra ahí que piensa meter gol.
Entró a cagarla. Para eso entraste, saliste a venir.
Sí, entra, pero... ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué?
No, ese no existe, pe. Ese ni para limpiar el baño.
Ni mi Switch.
Nada. No, pues de la gama media, ¿qué existirá? Nada. Lexus.
Mercedes.
Esa mierda. No creo, en coreano no creo que entre. En coreano ni japonés.
No. ¿Para qué?
Entra puro europeo.
Aston Martin.
Y entran 10 carros únicos en el mundo.
Pobrecito, bro. Bueno, Ronaldo tiene una marca de carro que solo habían 3. La compró hace poco, en estos días salió la noticia.
Es que ha comprado un carro rechísimo para fan, weón. Un Lamborghini Centenario.
¿Esto no lo cargaban por ahí hace poco?
$250,000. Él tenía así un Lamborghini, pero
¿Y de dónde saca tanta plata ese mamagüey si ya no estaba ganando tanto en Europa?
Ya no.
No, pues que tú te traes esos carros como él está por los Emiratos.
¿Está jugando allá?
Lo compras de segunda, ¿me entiendes?
¿Pero está jugando allá?
Claro.
Pobre negrito, ¿qué tiene contra
Y de
él?
segunda sale barato, ñaño.
¿Qué tendrán contra el negrito?
Importarlo.
Claro.
Sale barato.
Pobrecito. Tan triste.
Este es negrito, negro, concha. Pa' mierda. Toma.
¿Querías tu barba así, Susana?
Ah, sí, no, pero... No quise, la tina no quise.
No tiene ni para el remedio, ¿verdad?
No, la mierda no me sale, ¿verdad? Ya me resigné.
Te resignaste. Ay, uy, Messi bajó. Llegó Messi. Messi corre, weón.
No, ya me... ¿A dónde te paraste, mamá? Siéntate otra vez.
¿A dónde vas?
¿A dónde vas tú, pequeño ratón?
¿Dónde te vas?
Ah, ratón, me acordé de Rosario.
Ah, sí.
Tengo que ver a Rosario hoy.
Mira.
Ah, Rosario ahora.
Uy. Pero lo de Rosario Tijeras es de verdad, weón.
Claro, marico,
Y
mira.
esa mujer existe.
Claro, está presa.
Ajá.
¡Miércoles, gol!
Mierda, viste, weón. Le dijo a Messi, no puedes entrar, yo puedo entrar, hijo.
Así hace sus goles en el City. Está bien, está bien. Perú contra Chile, adiós contra Paraguay, Uruguay.
Hola, weón.
Marico, pero es que Uruguay yo lo veo más poderoso que Chile.
Fue gol. El gol, ¿no? El gol fue de Argentina.
Mira, weón. Un pique, ¿eh? Solo un pique. ¡Pam! nunca se